right, this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 7. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities. Servants have ruled over us. There is none that doeth deliver us out of their hand. We get our bread with the peril of our lives because of the sword of the wilderness. With that, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Achakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 hopeful elect. Shalom Barakathum. And the title of this lesson is we're not going to catch a break here until the kingdom. All right, because that's very true. We're not really going to catch a break, not even into the kingdom. If you brothers ever notice, even like your off days here feel like shit, man. When you have, even when you take a vacation, it's like you still thinking about work. You still got, you know, things on your mind. There's some kind of distraction. There's no true rest. Okay, and the people that do get true rest in this society, well, we know that those are people that are not awakened to the truth, because the scriptures say, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. So part of the reason we won't feel no rest, we won't ever feel fully at peace here, all right, is because of what we know, because the wisdom rests upon us, man. And that's a righteous thing. It's like a pain signal. Like, pain isn't a pleasant thing, but it serves a purpose in the body, man. Pain is supposed to tell you, like if you have a stab wound, all right, it's supposed to alert you and alarm you to damage being done to a body, man, to your body, so you can, you know, be aware of it and respond in kind, so you can do what you need to do to repair it, you know. And that's kind of like what this thing is that we're in, man. It's like the fact that we can't really rest here, because even vacations and things, that we go to nice areas. We went out to, you know, some nice areas of vacation in the Ozark, and it was nice, but it ain't real rest, man. You know. And so the scriptures basically tell us not to even seek it, basically, because if you do, it's gonna pull you away from the Most High, man. So it's just one of those things we just gotta roll with, man. All right. And we're in this situation because of what we did, because we sinned. Our forefathers have sinned. You know, we were our forefathers at one point, you know. So that's the that's the whole key issue here, man. All right. And scripture said we have no continuing city. All right, but we do seek one to come, and that's the main point, you know. And that's why I did the lesson about your eye being single, because if you don't keep your eye single, all right, you're gonna end up getting swept up into the second death. And although you'll be in the kingdom, it's not gonna be a honorable discharge. If that makes sense. You see, so it's one of those things. It's bitter, but at the same time, man, you learn to you learn to dance in the rain, so to speak. You know, you learn to have a humble spirit. That's why the scriptures call us the meek. You know, we're called the meek because we're chronically aware of our condition, and it just puts a humble spirit on you, man. Because to know what the Lord has promised you, yeah, you got to walk around in the self checkout at Walmart with a overweight Edomite looking at you, smelling like cigarettes. All right, and all of the food in that you bought with groceries is all defiled. All right, these things add up, man. They vex you, man. All right, but to know what we're supposed to be, what we are promised, and to have to suffer all of this, man. You know, it's a frustrating thing, man. But we stand in solidarity with one another. That's why Yahweh Shai, he commanded us to love one another, man. All right. And that's necessary, man. That's not you going above and beyond. That's a commandment. You're supposed to love one another, to take care of one another, man, because this thing is not easy, man, you know. And I'm not saying it's not easy in the sense that you can't physically do it, but it's not easy in the sense that you know, we know where we're supposed to be and what we kind of have to deal with and suffer through, man. You know, I always try to empathize with Yahushua, man. Knowing who he was, he had to suffer all of those people talking shit to him, torturing him, putting hands on him, you know, trying their best to humiliate him. Knowing who he was, he had to deal with all of that, and that's a cross, quote unquote, that we gonna have to bear as well, man. If the Lord did it, we're not better than the Lord. All right. The Lord already said we're gonna be joint heirs with him. That's a heavy thing to give, you know. You know, joint rulership. So this is the least that we can do, man. You have to look at it positively in that way. All right. And don't let these things weigh you down, man. Don't let the heavy thoughts in your mind get the better of you. You know, I read early in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 14th chapter, about putting away the mortal thoughts and letting go of the heavy things, because it can feel heavy at times. But you know, we just got to remember that it's all temporary, and we can do it. You know, it's already written that we're gonna do it. It says that in Isaiah 25, man. You know, death is already swallowed up in victory. Now it hasn't manifested yet, so you're still dealing with the pain and all of the anxiety and the bitterness of it, man. But you know, the more you get into the scriptures, the more you kind of get used to it, man. You kind of get used to the pain. You know, if you ever had like a toothache that bothered you for a couple of days before you can get to like a dentist or something like that, you know, the pain is there, but it kind of comes and it goes. It comes and it fades in and it fades out. You know, and those times where it's fading out, that's your body basically adjusting to it, adjusting to that pain, you know. And before you know it, it's not until the matter is resolved that you really feel like what it's like to not have that pain. And that's how it's going to be in the kingdom. All right, we're going to really realize what it actually feels like to eat a real fruit, a real vegetable, you know, to have a real woman be in her right mind and serve you, man, like the way that they're supposed to. All right, to rule, man, to rule in a way that is righteous, that is upright. We're not gonna have to worry about, you know, our doors and shit being locked at night, man. We don't know how any of that feels, man. You know, and it's good now that we don't. You know, it's good to meditate on those things in terms of the aspiration, because we're supposed to aspire to those things. All right, but at the same time, it's also good to get used to the condition that we're in until the Lord returns, so your flesh doesn't get the better of you, man. You start getting into that, you know, to hell with it spirit, you know. So the break, you know, it's on the way, man. But we just gotta hold on a little bit longer, man. So Lord willing, this is edifying, man, and uplifting to you, Akim, man, that are going through it, that have different things you got going on in your life. You know, the Lord sees us, man. He's gonna reward you, man. He's gonna reward you. All right. The Lord actually can't wait to reward us, but everything is in its due time. It's in its appointed season. And I'm telling you, man, the men that stuck through, that stood stiffly with Yahushua through this thing, the reward is unfathomable, man. All right. And you know, the Lord takes care of his woman, man, you know, because we are likened to the bride, you know. So, you know, just a little bit of exhortation, man, and uplifting, man, for brothers, because we all feeling it, you know. And Lord willing, soon we see this devil go down and we get out of here, man. So with that, I'll end it there. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rahak Wadash, Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah.